Hey everyone. As I had let you all know last time, what I was facing. Just to give an update, I finished my last appointment with the cardiologist, and they did an echocardiogram, and so that passed. And then I had the follow up appointment that was telling me about what the results were, and they said that my heart was good, everything was clear, but they want to see me again in a year just to do it like a checkup. So we'll see what God can do. But I really praise God because I prayed to Him. I said, Lord, let there not be anything wrong with my heart. Because I told him, I said, what can I do? I can't drive like I want to, and I I can't work to get the things that I normally got that would be able to help me to eat better. I'm completely stuck. I would be at the convenience of somebody to bring me to the store, and it makes it difficult. So I just prayed to him and he answered my prayer and everything turned out fine. So I have one more appointment with the neurologist that is supposed to be on April 6th. And apparently, I have to wear like electrodes around my head for 3 days. And, with all this hair, that's going to make it really fun because I don't know what they're going to put on it or anything. So if I had shorter hair, it would be so much better. But that will be the last test. And then I'm sure there's going to be another appointment letting me know the results. And so if the heart is clear, it most likely would be um, what my relative had said is that, you know, epilepsy runs in the family. So it could be very well that. But I haven't had a seizure since December 27th. So, I was told by um, an attorney, where I applied for disability, that, she had talked with some people that had serious issues regarding epilepsy to where they can't drive, and some with epilepsy, but the episodes are very far and few between, so they can drive. So I would say that if I do indeed have that I can drive as long as I'm probably taking medication. But on the flip side, what if it was God's way of taking me out of that job and putting me purposely into this place of rest to where I can learn from Him, to where I can really grasp the truth of relinquishing control in His hands, to let not only my readers know, but everyone know about what God can do. Because my creditors they understood my position and I have favor there, and God has given me favor where I live, regarding what is due. So, it's out of my control, but all I can do is relinquish that control and leave everything in God's hands, my bills and stuff. And what's really pressing is the fact that my car insurance is due on the 31st. And I was told that if it's not paid, I think the motor vehicles would charge $200. And then I think after what my insurance man said is that after 30 days, they would charge you $7 per day without coverage. So I had given the car to God. I relinquish everything to Him and leave it in His hands. And, He emphasizes to me that we are part of a big corporation, that all our expenses are paid. So if we relinquish control to God of everything that we have, then we need to leave it in His hands. And that is what I'm trying to do. Whenever these worries come up, I remember what Jesus had done. I've had so many close calls to where, it came to the last minute and God provided. And so he knows how much I love my car, when I first got it. And I try my best to take care of it, and um, I mean, with the guy that, was my roommate here, he used my car and I thought it was okay. But then my insurance man told me that I can't do that. So I had to let the guy know that he couldn't drive it. So I just, it's just a difficult situation that whatever would be a possibility of the any bills being paid had been taken away from me, to where I fully now have to trust God. So that is what I'm doing. And I like creating these videos because not only does it encourage my hearers, but also it's sort of like journal entries of my life and testimonies of what God has done and what he can do. So I'm praying that it encourages you all. I mean, I literally have no income coming in, so I'm at the mercy of God. So it's just remembering what Job had said, is that God gives and God takes away. So all good things come from God, and whatever we perceive as negative to our comfort, when time passes, those become good things. So I will continue to inform you about what's going on and see what God will do. And, like I had said, I had many close calls in the past, and all I can do is continue to trust him, continue to give my burdens to him, and, see how all of this unfolds. So thank you for taking the time to watch.